on to our next 6. The first one we have shiot, shiot, shiot. As an onset, the first consonant in a syllable, it is pronounced like she before e. So, well, it is pronounced like a sh only before the e sound or the ye sound. So, like e or ye, it is pronounced like sh, and it is pronounced like s elsewhere. So, for example, the word shiksa, like a meal, shiksa, you can see before the e sound, sh, and before the ah sound, s, so shiksa. And as a coda, the last consonant in a syllable, it is an unreleased T sound, and this is exactly like digit. Digit is also pronounced like an unreleased T. And if you didn't watch the last video, then basically what that means is that you pronounce it, you do the motion with your mouth and your throat as though you're pronouncing a T, but you don't actually do that puff of air after it. So shiot, shiot. You can hear that there is no puff of air. I didn't say shiot, shiot. It's not like that. It's shiot. Next one, Sunshield. Sunshield. This is the double consonant. And this one is one of the hardest for me to pronounce. So I'm not exactly the best person to tell you how to pronounce this one. But basically the way that I do it is I really just try to tense my mouth and my throat as much as possible when I pronounce this. So sung, like when you pronounce a normal S sound, your tongue is at the back of your teeth, right? Or like somewhere in the region of the back of your teeth. So what I do is I like really firmly press my tongue against the back of my teeth when I pronounce it. So sung, 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 kind of like that. So sung, shiot. And for the sh sound, when you pronounce the sh sound before the e, you want it to be tensed. So again, I just tense whatever can be tensed, and in this case, it's kind of like the teeth in the back. I kind of tense like the back of my mouth, so I say like she, so she. Anyway, I'm not sure if that was a good explanation, but that's the best I can do. So, as a coda, it is an unreleased T, just like shiot and digit. It is an unreleased T, exactly the same. Next we have iyang. As an onset, it has no pronunciation. It is just a placeholder consonant to show. It is a placeholder consonant for syllables that start with a vowel sound instead of a consonant sound. So it has no pronunciation. As a coda, it has the ng sound. So, you know, in English, when we say ing verbs like walking, running, sleeping, it's that sound at the end there, ng. So e-ng, e-ng. Next we have jiet, jiet. And this is a soft J sound, somewhere in between a J and the ch sound. So j or ch, somewhere in between there, jiet. And as a coda, it is unreleased, an unreleased T, just like shiot and digit. It is unreleased T. So the name is jiet, jiet. And we have our double consonant, sangjiet. Sangjiet is pronounced like a tensed J sound. So, as I've been saying with the other double consonants, you want to just think about tensing anywhere in your mouth or your throat that you can tense to make this a really strong sound. So like ja, ja, ja. You want it to just be a strong sound, and as a coda, it is not used as a coda, so there is no pronunciation rule. And we have our first aspirated consonant, Chia, Chia. And by aspirated, this one it means that it has a very strong puff of air after you pronounce the sound. So it's like saying a K, but you want to not a K. It's like saying the ch sound, but you want to really, really get that puff of air at the back of it. So chiit, chiit, chiit. And as a coda, it is also an unreleased T sound.